Hello, and welcome to my third recorded karting trip. This is going to be my second recorded race at Amigo Karting in Ghana, Quebec. A brief intro on who I am and how I race is detailed in the first Amigo Karting video on my channel. Basically, I'm a semi-professional karting driver who has gotten multiple podiums. Like in my last two videos, I'm going to be breaking down some things to their basics so that everyone, regardless of skill level, could watch and enjoy. If you have any tips for me or have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Leave it down in the comments below. For a quick explanation on today, we're actually doing more of a Grand Prix style race. We have a 5-minute practice followed by a 10-minute quali, and then a 15-minute race. Also today, we have the track reserved, meaning the only people on track during the race are our friends, meaning it might be a fun session. A lot of people were racing today who have never actually raced before, but for it being their first times, honestly, I was super impressed. Now, let's get to introducing our group of 10. Bringing you into our first person here, this is Sydney. She is going to be in the gray shirt, and during the race she has her hair coming out of the helmet, so she is fairly easy to recognize. This is Zach. You guys met him in the first video. He's going to be in the dark red shirt today, so he's the only one in that, so he's going to be very easily recognizable. Now these four here, this is going to be Eva, Clara, Eric, and Megan. Eva's going to be the one on the far left in the bright red hoodie. Clara's going to be in the dark blue hoodie. Eric is in the black shirt, and Megan is in the white shirt. Now, you also met Chap in the last Amigo Karting video here, but he's going to be in the blue shirt, and he's going to have the neon gloves in the car, being also fairly recognizable here. Now, I never really got a great shot of Alex and Cedric here. This is kind of like the only one together, but Alex is going to be in the white t-shirt as well, and Cedric is going to be in that dark green t-shirt as well. Now, I chose to get out on track last just to see if I could catch up with everybody here. And so we're finally going to be coming out on the track here. Now, I usually would cut this part out and just go to the first lap so that you can get the layout of the track here. But there was a lot of traffic on the first lap, and I kind of just wanted to show me getting past most of them here, and yeah, just take a look. There are so many people bunched up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and go right past a bunch of them, coming up to the start line here. Now, the beginning of this track is going straight into a hairpin, a right-hand hairpin here. Then, getting squeezed out by Chap here, we're gonna be going into sweeping left and right-hand turns, all the way up until this back corner here, which is a banked right-hand corner. Then, continuing straight here, it comes into a late braking hairpin to the right, and then another sweeping left-hand banked turn to the left, coming down the main straight, and finally crossing that finish line. Starting the practice session now, I'm going to be coming past a bunch of people here, and we're going to have someone spun out on the right side. We had a couple other people on track with us here. The little group that I'm with at the moment here, they weren't our friends, and you could see me here trying to pass this person, but they honestly had no idea I was there, and I think that they are a little bit newer to karting, but it was still fun, and I got past them fairly easily. Coming down this straight now and catching up with the people in front of us. We're going to be coming into that hairpin here, slowing down, and we have the guy fixing the barriers here, so we're going to go slow right down. And everybody who is in front of me seems to still want to slow down here because of the yellow flag. However, it was not a full course yellow, and so I just kind of flew right past them. Coming up onto this hairpin here, I'm going to be taking this person on the outside and get the clean pass done. Approaching the back hairpin now, my favorite place to pass. I'm going to be taking this person on the inside. They don't really see me there, and then they get a little bit scared. And then I fly by this person on the outside as they're taking the inside line a little bit slowly, and I pull away. Once again, coming up to the hairpin, I'm going to be passing this person on the left-hand side. Pretty sure that was Megan, then Clara, and coming up on to Eric here, and flying right past all three of them. Coming up to corner one now, we're going to be catching these two people in front of us. The person on the right-hand side isn't with us. This is just one of the random people on track. And this person here is Sydney. You can see by her hair out of her helmet. And I'm going to be trying to pass her here and finally take her on the outside. This lap's here marks the start of quali. So we're going to be taking the next couple laps fairly quick. I try pushing a little bit too hard there, and the car kind of slides the back out just a little bit. Coming up to these people here, we're going to have to slow down because they go right in my way, and they are right on the line. But I get past them fairly quickly, and we'll have a go at the fastest lap next lap. We're going to be coming into the start-finish line here. There is a little bit of traffic in front of us, but I didn't think we were going to catch them. Just going through the sweeping left and right-hand turns here, coming up to someone, and I just fly past them. Then taking these people on the outside, kind of sticking to the line, a little bit off of it. And then coming into this hairpin, slowing right down, turning in, having the back step out just a little bit, turning in on the inside, and getting right on the gas to hit pretty fast lap. Still in quali here, I'm going to be catching up to Chap, and I kind of slow down because I wanted to see if me and him could fight. I kind of bump on the back of him just a little bit, but we both set our qualifying laps already, so we're just having fun here for the last couple laps. Going to be battling back and forth, and you'll see that in a second. Coming up to the turn one here, I'm going to be coming in on the inside, trying to get the inside line on him, but I mess it up. And then I'm just going to taunt him a little bit by going back and forth as he's looking behind, trying to figure out where the hell I'm going. On the back corner here, I tried to take him on the inside, but he took that corner a lot quicker than I did somehow. And then I went way wide on that corner, and I try to catch him into the straights, which looking like we are, and I flip him the bird, and then I let him pass. Bumping him again, he's going to be looking back and forth at me to see where I am. I'm going to be pushing him along, and then finally here, I am going to try to take him on the inside. but it doesn't work, and we're going to be coming into this hairpin. Try to take him on the inside once again, but he takes that corner well, and then I get slowed down by this random person on the track. Taunting him here some more, I go catch up to this really slow person in front of me, and then he flies ahead right after I taunt him, and then I catch him instantly back into that corner, bumping him through here, and then backing off just a little bit, and trying to fight with him again. Coming up into the hairpin now, me and him take a fairly similar line, so I kind of stay stuck behind him. Until here, I come up super close, and he realizes that he took a bad corner, so he does the little hand gesture, and then Zach, out of nowhere, comes up behind us, and he is starting to fight our three-way here, because he also set his fastest lap already. But I get on the gas quick because I don't want Zach to pass me. Coming into the final little bit of qualifying now, we're going to be coming up to the final corner here, and in front of us we see that we are being red flagged here to stop to get us in grid position. Driving up to my grid spot now here, gonna be in not first, but second place, and you see me double flip off of Zach just as a joke here, and I'm gonna be parking in that second position place. And you can see how confused both me and Zach were because I was flying.
Oh shit! Yeah! You're on the inside, you're probably gonna take me the first lap. Fuck!
So the grid positions are as follows. Zach is in first place. I am in second. Parker, aka Chap, is going to be in third place. Eric, surprisingly, is in fourth. Eva in fifth. Cedric in sixth. Clara in seventh. Sydney in P8. Megan in P9. And Alex, finally, is in P10.
What the fuck?
It's lights out, and away we go. We're going to be coming into the first corner here, right behind Zach. Chap doesn't get a great start here. We're going to be catching up to him. He pulls a little bit away in this first straight. Coming up to the back corner here, you can see me gaining a little bit of speed on him here, and then trying to take the inside line on him into this corner, and then you can hear him upset that I passed him, but then he takes me back on the inside here, and I try my best to catch back up. I take this corner a little bit wider than him, so I get the inside line better, and I fly way by. And you can hear me.
C1, baby!
You can hear me super happy about it. I end up slipping on this quarter here. My back comes out a little bit further than I wanted to. And then I try taking the corner, but I didn't have enough momentum because I lost the back in the previous corner. And I'm going to try to be going as quick as I can, but Zach comes up right beside me. And then I end up beating him through this corner even though I didn't have the best line. And we ended up somehow pulling away here. On the next lap, we're going to be finally approaching our first back marker here. And we're going to be absolutely flying superbly past them. Now, nothing super interesting happens until lap 7 when we catch these back markers, and I make a crazy move through all 3 of these drivers and absolutely fly past. I think that was one of the coolest overtakes and one of my favorite overtakes I've ever done. Coming into lap 11 here, we're going to be catching up to Parker. He's going to be gaining a little bit here, and then here somehow my car just kicks into overdrive, and I just end up backing off a little bit here because I was a little bit scared that he would push me out. And then I try to take him on the inside here, which ends pretty well. Now coming into lap 14 here, we're catching up to Eric and Alex up here, or sorry, Megan up here. And they're going to be getting pretty quick onto the gas in this straight here until Megan slightly pushes Eric off into the grass. And I try to make my way around the outside, but Eric squeezes in, moving Megan out to the outside until I take the inside line here and pass Megan, coming up on to Eric here. He's going to take that corner pretty well, and I'm going to try my best to catch him here into lap 15. And coming up to this last corner, I'm going to take it way wider than he does, meaning I get the corner a lot better. Now I'm going to be right on the back of him coming into the banked corner here. And I'm going to try to take him on the outside, but he has the better line, so he takes it quicker. But he tries to dive on me a little bit too hard and spins out. Up here, if you look closely enough at this corner up here, you can see Eva trying to pass Clara, and Eva taps Clara, and Clara spins and then decides to drive forward. I didn't expect that, so I had to slow down super quick. Eric catches up behind me, but then I pull away here and we're free. Coming up into lap 18 here, I end up catching Eva just a little bit on that hairpin here, and I'm going to be coming a little bit closer to her into the banked curve there. And she's slowly pulling away on the straight here, but I'm going to be taking the corner a lot better on the apex here. And me and her are going to be fighting here, and she is going to be taking the lead a little bit. Now coming into the hairpin here, we end up dive bombing her here, and finally getting past her. That was a pretty good fight. Now approaching lap 23 here, we're going to be catching up to Megan, and we're going to be right on her bumper coming into the sweeping left and right hand corners, and we're going to try to make that move, but someone has said past here. And we're going to be holding a fairly similar line going into this corner until I try to take her on the outside for a little switchback. But she gets a good exit and it doesn't work here. And then we're going to be side by side coming out of this corner. And I taunt her a little bit as I pass and get through. A little bit later into lap 24. We're going to be catching up to Sydney and Clara in front of us here. They're actually making pretty good time, and even though they are back markers here, they are kind of pulling away from me. And into this corner, once again I take the apex fairly well, and I kind of close the gap, and then Sydney kind of pulls away straight here. Into the back corner, I try to take her on the outside, but she has the better line, so she gets through quicker. And then I take her on the outside into that corner, catching up to Clara. She's gonna be waving at me because she was absolutely losing me on these straights until this corner, where I try to get through and I hit right into the side of her. Trying to catch her on this back banked curve over here. She is flying. And then I'm going to try to take her a little bit wider here, but she defended fairly well, putting her kart in a good spot where I couldn't pass that well. Then I'm going to try to take her into this straight here, but she is just on the gas way better, and she had a better exit. She just flies away here. And taking this corner a lot better than she does, I catch right up to the back of her and try my best to pass, but her kart is awesome, and she is actually flying in that thing. Coming up to this hairpin now, she goes a little bit too hard on the brakes and she locks up, and it makes her spin. I guess I'm just scary. Coming into the final lap here, we're going to be crossing the finish line in P1. This was a super fun race. I had a really good time here, and P1 finish is great. Super proud of the people who came out to race with us today. Genuinely, like, them being brand new at karting, they did honestly super well, and yeah, it was honestly really fun.
Fuck, that was good. I know.
Now, finishing positions were me P1, Cedric P2, and Zach in P3. If you guys liked the video, then go ahead and drop a like down below. Comment if you wish, and if you can, it'd be really helpful if you click that subscribe button. I'm also going to go ahead and link my TikTok and Instagram in the comments down below and in the description down below, where you can go check out the shorter clips of this video here. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day here.